Hi, I'm Tasha from fitnessblender.com, and today I've got your bodyweight cardio endurance pairs workout. Warm-up is 4 minutes long. The workout itself is about 23 minutes, and that includes 4 exercise pairs and a core finisher. Cool down is about 4 minutes long. For equipment today, all you need is a mat. I'll show you some modifications along the way. Let's go ahead and get started with our warm-up. Warm-up is 4 minutes long, 30 seconds per exercise, no rest between exercises, and no repeats. This is a short warm-up, so if you need to repeat it, you can, or feel free to add on your favorite exercises or anything else from fitnessblender.com that gets you going. We start with our hip opener, so internal, external rotation. Squat in between. We will alternate legs. Keep that chest up nice and high. You're trying to bring that knee up at least hip height in between. Now, if you hear some motors, it's because lawn care has decided, we're going to disrupt you, even though we were clearly on the other side of the building. But I'm going to try to isolate my voice so you can hear me. Squat to plank, step back, widen out that stance. Step it back into plank, hold for a beat. Step those feet nice and flat, glutes are low, chest is high before you stand back up. Try to alternate that leading foot. I know it's hard to remember. Starting to build a little fire. We got to warm up pretty quickly before we get into the work ahead. Stay in your plank. Slowly alternate, driving those knees in towards the chest. Think knee lands right underneath the hip. Your option here, you tap in. Give yourself some more stability. Keep the pelvic tucked. Gaze slightly ahead. Now, if you're like, I don't have time to add on, this workout progresses in intensity. So the first pair is kind of an extension of this warm-up. Hopper stepping in, arms come overhead, slam, peel the heels off the ground to come into that blast off squat. You can interlace those fingertips or just keep your hands parallel to each other. Imagine you've got that slam ball. So you can alter your intensity here with range of motion and speed. Reverse lunge, tap. We're gonna have sprinter's arms here. It's the best way to turn. Here we go. It's just a little tap. Still primarily driving through the leg in front. You've got a little hinge from the hip, leaning forward, quick drive through the right leg and foot, activating the glutes on the right side. Let's switch, left side. Yes, we look silly, but we're getting our heart rate up. Exaggerate here, match your breath with the movement. Working on endurance, this workout, so we have longer intervals of work, short rest, moderate intensity. We gotta get a hold of our breath. Lateral shuffles, no tap. I say no tap because I'm foreshadowing. You will tap the ground during this workout as an option. Keep a little bend in those knees. Think horizontal action. So make use of your space, whatever that might look like for you. You can take out that hop, but it's still a quick side to side. A skip high knees, last move to finish out this warm-up. Get those arms moving. So you've got your sprinter's arms back. It's as if you are skipping in place. If you're like, Tasha, I do not have the coordination for that, just slow it down. It's not as hard as it looks. You can also take it to that aggressive march. You'll get 30 seconds off after this warm-up to collect yourself. Here it is. So we've got 4 pairs. First one is coming up. 2 exercises, 30 on, 10 off, 2 times through. Then you get a quick 20-second break. You'll combine those two moves for a whole minute, and the brain gets to be involved because there's a number attached for reps for each of those moves. Don't worry, it will make sense. Widen out that stance, shoulder distance apart or wider. Fingertips tickle those ears. We've got our quick chest opener squat. Think chest open, sit on your park bench, straight up, straight down, push the tempo. This is why I say this is an extension of warm-up. Super straightforward. If you don't like hands tickling the ears, they are right out front. Decrease the range of motion as needed. Quick 10 seconds coming. Jumping jacks. Wide arms, wide legs, little bend in your limbs. Hop towards the balls of the feet. 30 seconds here. Driving that heart rate up, but we're still in control. Every now and then, take your regulatory breaths. Deep in through the nose, out through the mouth with control to reset. Especially while in motion. We got those squats again. So this is round 2. Think of where you can pick up the intensity, but not max out. So this comes off as endurance, because even though we have 30-10 timing and a lot of HIIT workouts as well, you got that 60-second burnout at the end where you're focusing on consistent movement from the side, chest up. I like to take a wider stance. It gives me space for my hips to pass. Take your own anatomy into consideration. Your own autonomy. Yes, you are autonomous to do this workout however you want. Jumping jacks, round 2. Please feel free. You can take out that hop. Now this, we know that's not really trying, unless maybe there's an injury. This is actually going for it and driving up the heart rate. Step it out. Giving you a whole 20 seconds off. I am so nice. Please keep moving. So walk around your space, side tap if you need to. We're combining those two. 2 squats, 4 jacks on repeat for 60 seconds. That's all I want from you. 2 and 4. Just be in the zone and remember that. Squats first. 2 squats, go at your own pace. 4 jacks. A whole minute. Take that time in between moves to resituate your feet. Step wide, 2 squats. Step narrow, 4 jacks. Using whatever alternatives you need to get through this. Heart rate should be in that elevated zone where you know you're working, but not the danger zone. We're already more than halfway through. I'm just impressed that I'm counting and talking. We hope. I'll go back and edit and it's like, counts all kinds of wrong. All the way to the buzzer, don't cheat yourself. 30 seconds off, walking around your space, partial recovery. Heart rate will descend to a point of being in even more control. We go on to pair number 2. A bunch of options here. We start off inchworm to a push-up. I want you to keep this quick. Widen out your stance on your legs, bend the knees if you need to. I'll show you the option if you don't want to inchworm. Same format. 30 seconds with move 1. Nice and quick. Stand up tall. Walk it out. Chest between thumbs. If that is not for you today, I want you to go back to that squat to plank step back. Drop to the knees for that push-up. And stay there on repeat, okay? That'll make it a little more manageable than even trying this walkout. 10 seconds, we go to skaters. So here's that lateral motion, and you're gonna have to balance in between reps. Move, launch, and land on a single leg. Chest upright. Yes, you're catching some vertical action here so that you can even hop, but I want you to think horizontal. Fill your space. Your option would be to take that hop out, but still move with a little aggression. Kick it up by reaching for the ground ahead of you. Back to that inchworm and push up. Deep in through the nose, out through the mouth. Regulate. We're okay. Quicken it out. I'm being mindful of how quickly I move. There's days worth of slippery grime on the floor from filming. So we don't need to see me falling on camera today. Maybe another day. Ten seconds, back to skaters. Breathe it out. Keep your head above your heart. Most of the time, yes, you could use more time to recover. I want you to push beyond that discomfort and say, I want more time. I don't need it. I got this. Take the variation that works best for you here. "20 seconds, we'll combine those two. 1 inchworm with the push-up, 6 skaters. That's reps total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and so forth. 1 to 6 is the ratio. You ready? It's a whole minute. Moderate your cadence so you can fill this minute. I'm gonna step just a little bit so I stay in frame each time. You don't have to do that if you have more space than I do. Yes, you can push the intensity. If you want to make this feel above that 6 or 7 on the scale of 1 to 10, 10 being max effort. But just know that your goal is to fill each interval with movement. So if you're pushing so hard that you have to take multiple breaks, we've missed the point. All the way to the buzzer. Water break 1 is coming. Had to finish that. Nicely done. Time for that first water break as promised. Press the pause button if you need a little extra time. We got 2 more pairs coming for you. See you soon. Welcome back from water break number 1. We are clearly still out of breath. Moving on to pair number 3. Here's those lateral shuffles. This time you have the option. You can tap the ground at either end of your shuffle. Feet come wide, chest stays up, reach for the ground. We're going. 30 seconds here. Then you'll have 30 seconds of another move. You know the drill. 30 on, 10 off, 2 times before you get your 20 seconds off. And combine everything for 60 seconds. Try to get some difference in levels here. Even if you don't reach for the ground, squat at the end. Quick 10 seconds, high knees. Super straightforward. Most of these moves are straightforward for a reason. I want you to fill each interval with work. Knees come up. about hip height. Get those arms involved. Light towards the balls of those feet. Chest lifted, a little tuck in the pelvis. Feel free to take that hop out, or if that A skip from warm up is easier, helps you maintain movement, go for it. Anybody else feeling this? Let's shuffle again. You're not going to be ready for it, I know. Don't think, just do. The longer you sit there in inaction, the longer you have to talk yourself out of something. Just go for it. Use your space. This kind of sucks. Now we're good. Got red pants on, okay? Means we're going for it. High knees. You'll get 20 seconds off after this, okay? High knees, 30 on. You can also do an overhead pull. Get the arms involved. That will drive your heart rate up. If you don't want the knees up as high, fast feet. "20 seconds off. 3 shuffles, down and back 3 times. 10 high knees total. 1, 2, 3, and so forth. 60 seconds. Ready? Don't think, just do. 1, 2, 3 of these. 2, 3, 10 high knees. Back to that shuffle. Whoops. Sorry, wall. Giving you some space to tune in and count. Oh my goodness, 20 seconds. Ten seconds. Come on, all the way. Oh my goodness. 30 seconds off, but that said 20. I guess you're getting less. I can't stop it. Twisting mountain climbers. Pair number 4. Come down to the ground. Why stop it, right? I know you feel robbed. Twist and take that knee, opposite elbow. I was like, I could fix that, but why? Let's get uncomfortable. Take that hop out if you need to, or take it to that elevated surface. Oh my goodness. Okay, I feel robbed. That's when the timer malfunctions. It like glitched. 10 seconds off. Second move, pop up plank thrust. This one sucks, but this is our last pair. Come to plank, hop those feet wide, chest up, glutes low, hop it back. Hands land right under shoulder, glutes high, hop it back. Option to step it in nice and quickly. Oh my gosh, who's burning? Who's taking a break like me? Back down there, twisting mountain climbers. Oh, I feel so robbed of those 10 seconds. I knew that timer was wrong. It was gonna glitch. When it said 30, paused for a second and then said 20. Like, that's rude. Oh my goodness. Do I have to get back up? Yes. What have I been saying? I'm not going to be ready. It's not going to feel good. Don't think. Just go. We pop it up. It had better get the 20 seconds off after this, correct? So much sweat. Oh no. Touch and go right now with all this sweat. Slowing my tempo down, but my heart rate is up. So you have to base this on your own perceived exertion. You could be moving slowly, but as long as you feel like you are exerting yourself, you're at that 6 or 7, which is right at the bottom of uncomfortable. You're doing it right. Okay, the 20 seconds was correct. Shall we combine them? 8 climbers, 1 thruster, and that's reps total on the climb. I am not ready for this, but guess what? There's a water break after. Don't think, just do. Take your pauses as needed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm up. 8 again. I'm on fire. Oi. Tasha's taking a break. Looking at the clock. Trying to find a nice, smooth spot to do this. I'm annoyed there's half of the time left. Okay, back in it. Don't hit the wall. Oh my gosh. Nope. You got this. Less than 10. Come on. I know it burns. Come on. Yeah, I almost fell, but I made it. You made it. Time for water break number 2. Press that pause button if you need a little extra time. We got our core finisher on the other side. See you soon. Welcome back from that water break. Lay it on your back. We got our core finisher, 4 exercises, 20 on, 5 off, 2 times through with 15 seconds off in between rounds. We start with a jackknife crunch. Fingertips tickle those ears, chest open. Balance here. Upper body meets lower body. Tuck it in. You still got that grapefruit under your chin. Inhale, exhale to come up. If that is not in the cards for today, lay it down. Alternating heel dip, or you can do both at once. Hollow hold. Get ready. Palms face. Head, chest, and shoulders lifted. Lower body lifted. Got your grapefruit. Shoulders away from the ears. Hold. Your option here would be to drop one or both knees, or you can alternate which one you're holding. I'm giving you your options now before round 2. Quick 5 seconds, bring the soles of those feet together, lay it down, crunch it up, tap the floor ahead of you. You can use a little help from the leverage of the weight of your arms, but you're not swinging them. Your option here would be to decrease range of motion, keep it lower half crunch. We're gonna flip it over. Full plank, straight forward, hands under shoulders. Tuck those glutes under, gaze slightly ahead of those hands, shoulders away from the ears. Squeeze the quads, squeeze the glutes, and just hold. Absolutely, you can drop right above those kneecaps, but keep that core engagement. Nice straight line of the body, tuck it up and under. Here's that 15 seconds. We do each of those one more time through. So now that you know all of your options, I want you to pick the ones that are the most challenging for you, because this is it. Jackknife crunch, move number 1. 20 seconds. Manageable chunk. Exhale to come up to shorten that diaphragm. Gives you a little more space to come up. While it hurts, it's almost over. Hollow hold. I know, nobody likes this one. I am committed to making hollow hold fans out of some of you. We will build a legion of hollow hold club members. Okay, that sounds like some kind of like cult. We're not going to do that. Oh my goodness, do we feel it? Butterfly those feet. The further those heels are from your center of mass, the harder it is. So the easier it is rather. So play around with that. Try to keep your feet in contact with the floor. Every part of this move controlled. No flopping. Quick turnover, full plank. This is your last 20 seconds of work. Okay, fill the interval. You worked hard. This whole workout is not time to say, I don't need these 10 seconds. Yes, you do. Just go for it. Oh, it burns. And relax. Stay where you are. Deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. We're moving on to our cool down. Just gonna take these beeps out. I want you to tune in mentally to what needs extra stretching. I'm gonna guide you through this, but stay where you need to stay, wherever your sticky spots are. We're gonna start off with a child's pose. So separate those knees, push your glutes back towards your heels, arms ahead of you, lower the chest. We're here for about 4 minutes, about 30 seconds per stretch. That's a good old-fashioned child's pose. Moderate the breath. Deep in through the nose, out through the mouth. Take your time. You can let that forehead rest on the mat too. I am not, because I will crush the mic with my sweat. There are actually workouts where you can hear the sweat plopping onto the mic. And I try to go back and edit it, but like, you know what? This is real. It's what's actually happening. Bring it up nice and tall. You're gonna take that right leg ahead of you. Deep lizard lunge. So it can be outside of that midline, rotate onto the external part. If you want, you can grab that left foot on the insole with your right hand. Press your hips down towards the ground. Oh, getting a nice deep quads and hip flexor stretch on the left side. Medial glutes and hips on the right. And relax. We're just gonna switch. So let's switch it out. Invite that left leg forward. Find your nice deep lunge. Once you're situated, left arm reaches for right foot. As an option, you do not have to do this. I found that I need a lot deeper stretches for my quads. I've kind of just been phoning it in. I'm like, oh, this is working well. It's like, actually, you're not really stretching that much. And release. Take those legs straight out ahead of you. Sit up nice and tall. And from here, karate chop yourself in half. Imagine that you're placing your chest onto your quads. Feel that lengthening in the hamstrings. Toes point to the ceiling or more towards you to get a deeper activation. As you exhale, coming a little bit deeper into it. And then sit up nice and tall. Take that right leg, bend that foot, reach it over the left leg that's straight. Then you're gonna hug that right knee with your left arm. Right arm reaches behind you. Sit up nice and tall, spinal twist. I promise I'm trying to save you from the mowers by facing this way. It's a little easier to edit out. And untangle yourself. Let's switch. So bend the left knee, place it over that straight right leg. Sit up tall. Give yourself a hug with that right arm. Left arm reaches behind you. So if I didn't film or stopped filming anytime lawn care was here, I would never film. That is how often they are here. Never in my life would I think a lawn would need to be manicured that frequently. It's insane. And release. So you can bend those knees if you want to. Lean it back, fingertips face behind you. Press the chest in between those shoulders, getting a nice stretch for your chest, lengthening the arms. You're gonna stretch through the biceps as well. You may not have been pulling a lot during this workout because it's body weight and it's hard to work those pulling muscles, but they were supporting you. Plank, push-ups, yeah, they still do something. And walk those hands back till you're sitting up nice and tall. Bend those knees a little bit more. Those knees, wow, those knees. Give them a hug. Use those legs as leverage to separate the shoulder blades and round out the spine. Sink your chin to your chest if that feels comfortable for you. And just breathe. I'm trying to hold. It's so slippery. Okay, I don't know where to hold. It's gonna look sad in this stretch. And release. Oh, nicely done. Sit up nice and tall. You can be cross-legged, legs out in front. I'm gonna come to this kneeling position. Let's take our deep breath. That was hard work. Inhale up and exhale down. Let it all out. Man, that was a sweaty mess, but it was manageable. Yes, I sure hope so. Once again, my name is Tasha and I thank you so much for joining me. I hope I get to see you again really soon. Workout complete. I'm already out of breath because this is take 2. Because I forgot an exercise. Can't count all of a sudden. We're 7. All right, from the top. That can stop. Move away. Take 1 of 1. We're not doing this again. Les refuse. It's not even conjugated correctly. Stop with all that. Just let me finish. That's all I ask. Ow. This is always the hardest part. And why do I lead with this leg? Oh,